You are now tuned to BS3 Network.
All right. Welcome back to another episode of the Fourcast. Almost at full strength, still working on it. But tonight's episode, we will be recapping the Super Bowl 60. A lot has been talked about the game, the halftime show, all the commercials, all of it. So we're gonna get into that tonight. What's up, A-Trap?
Hey, I need you to check the chat room. 1 second.
Okay. You didn't watch it, did
you? Yeah. I watched the movie, man.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I put it in there like 2-3 times.
Yeah, I work overnight, man. I'm retarded. I'm a night walker, man. I'm not a day walker anymore. I'm Blade. I'm a wing it though, man. I'm a wing it.
All right.
Yeah, I'm just say, yeah. What you think, A-Trap? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, when we get to the halftime show, I'm sure you'll have some.
I didn't see it.
I know you didn't see it, but you know who it was and all the comments and all that kind of stuff leading up to it.
I'm just on playoff y'all, man. I'm CJ Day up on the shoulder.
All right. So Super Bowl 60 in San Francisco, Santa Clara, if you want to be exact. Yeah. Hey, what was that movie when the dude was in the background?
Trading place.
He was in the jail with
him.
Yeah. All right. So who was y'all's pick? Let's first start off with that. I was saying to me it was gonna be the Patriots. I just thought they were gonna figure it out and get it together. Obviously I was wrong. I was horribly wrong. But Wilkes, who was your pick?
Well, I was kind of on the fence because I'm like, are the Patriots really this good? Like, I was not paying attention to the Patriots until it kind of got down to the last wire. But and I'm thinking, man, Tennessee let this man go and he got him in the Super Bowl. But I felt like Seattle was. When we played them and they kind of fell out of that first place round at first, and it was kind of Rams, looked like the Rams was going to take it. I was like, man, they seem to be pretty pumped up. So I was like, I think Seattle's going to try to take this Super Bowl. But, I mean, I thought they would have scored more touchdowns, but I think it would turn into a defensive kind of a push there. But, man, they were tearing up that quarterback, man. May was getting his ass handed to it. But and then I was like, man, they got some guys on there from the state of Texas. I guess I'll let them Texas boys, get them a ring, man. You got some local Texas guys on there. So I was like, I think I rock with Seattle. I rock with Seattle on that. They had to redeem themselves anyway because not handing the ball off to Marshawn Lynch. They had to get some redemption,
right,
which they showed that. They showed that before the game started, and they had Malcolm Butler there. They were talking to him.
Yeah, that was that's an all-time just horrible decision and play. I mean, obviously knowing what beast mode is, what he's done,
right.
What he in that entire playoff run and an entire season, and then you end up passing it.
And the play before.
Right. That would have been the easiest, the easiest route, even if the other team knew, but still it didn't matter. I mean, that was like that was your, I would say, almost guarantee that you were gonna, he was gonna get in the end zone. But I'm glad you brought that up. Wilkes, I'm glad you brought that up about the players from this area, from Texas. So Jackson Smith and Jigba, he's from Rockwall. Familiar where that is. Then also there's Brian Murphy. He's from DeSoto. Christian Gonzalez from the Colony.
They had like 10 players on his local, man.
Yeah. So I mean that's Texas football hold it down always. I mean you really do any Super Bowl, and it's gonna be at least 2 or 3.
Somebody, exactly. Yeah, it's gonna be somebody from Texas.
Texas, Florida, they're gonna be all up and through there.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So A-Trap, did you have a pick?
Usually from Texas to Florida.
Yeah. Did you have a pick for who?
I lost the bet to Big Illinois. I picked the Patriots, but I just made a bet just because I didn't really have a lot of faith in them. I don't have a lot of faith in a rookie quarterback or a young quarterback against, even though Sam Darnold ain't nobody I'm gonna hang my hat on. But what it does show is that Seattle, more than anything, does a hell of a job scouting. That is a complete duplicate of the LOD, the LOB, the Legion of Boom. That is exactly who they were 10 years ago. So big ups to their front office.
Yeah. Now they call themselves something else. Let me look it up real quick. Seattle defense name. I think it's like Death Row or Death something. Dark Side is what they call it now.
Dark Side.
Yeah, but that defense was just all over the Patriots. It was nothing they could do. I mean, it was just. Yeah. It almost got to the point where you were like throwing the towel, like.
Yeah.
Throwing the towel. Yeah, it was just so bad, man. Yeah. But I mean, that just tells you, though, a rookie, and he may have a great run in the playoffs, but when it comes to the Super Bowl, it's just a different animal. It's not something that you can. They're gonna study the film and make sure whatever it is that you do or don't do or whatever you're good at.
They're gonna settle.
Yeah, they're gonna find every possible way to get to you.
Every time I wasn't looking, my wife, all I heard was, "Oh, what the?" I look up, I'm like, "Dad, they sacked him again."
Man, it was a long night for Drake May. I feel sorry for him. But I mean, as a rookie, man, you gotta be able to. You're gonna have to take this.
It's gonna shape him up, man. He got them Brady shoes to fill, man. He can't get. We can't give you no Super Bowl just yet, man. You gotta work for it.
Yeah. And they end up getting. Oh, really?
It's something I heard. I don't know how true it was.
Maybe on the run.
I heard it on the. I heard it on some. I don't know what sports channel it was, but like, I can't believe who he selling it to. I can't imagine.
I
sell it to his boy Jerry, man.
Hey, what's up, Brother Watkins? Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate your support. He said, man, D-Law got a ring, which I mean, you gotta hate it and love it just because he was loyal to the Cowboys up until they was like, look, we have this kind of fork in the road. Either we pay you or we let you go, and they end up letting him go. In his first interview, he said, well, Dallas is my home, but I know I can't win a Super Bowl there. And then the next thing you know, next season, he ended up winning the Super Bowl with Seattle. So, hey, shout out to him. I'm not gonna hate on him.
What kind of message does that send the Cowboy fans? I mean, it's like, and we told you it's not us. Like, what's happening? Like, what?
Yeah. That just says you're okay. This organization is okay with being above average. That's what it comes down to. I mean, Seattle, man, they had their Russell Wilson years, and they wasn't great. Yeah. I mean, they had the Geno Smith, they had whoever that backup, they ended up coming to Sam Darnold, but like they had some bad years, but you rebuild.
Yeah.
Did they have any bad years? Because Geno making the playoff.
Toward the end of, toward I think before they got rid of the coach, I think that last year was not as great.
Last year, I think the one with Pete, the last Pete Carroll year.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, man. They ain't been. I mean,
they didn't have any runs,
right?
Then maybe they made the playoffs.
Yeah, they made the playoffs. One of them is see my thing as a fan, as a sports fan, and no matter what the sport is, give me a reason to buy the shirt. That's what I always say. Give me a reason to buy the shirt, and that could be Ben and Wilkes are the number one and number two free agents. We invested money in them. We signed all our guys, and then everybody get hurt or something, or it just don't work. If it just don't work, then I'm cool with that. But like being a Raider fan, you like really? Yeah, that's what we doing.
Yeah,
but you know what? Even with the Raiders, that's overdoing it. I'm from Chicago, born and raised, live here currently. The Bears, what the Bears do is horrible. Up until this
year.
Yeah, up until this regime. Yeah, this current regime. I would even go back even before Eberflus. Because Eberflus was the current general manager was trying to get rid of him last year. He wanted to hire Ben Johnson shouldn't be the Bears coach. It should be Jim Harbaugh. It has been widely known that that's who the current GM wanted, Jim Harbaugh.
Yeah. He missed it by a year.
But no, they wanted to get rid of Eberflus, but the Bears are cheapest Richard Wild average Rose wine. So they ain't gonna pay no coach and have them at the crib. So you gonna run you gonna run the course of your contract. So
let's look at Seattle's records. I'm glad you brought that. 14-3 this year, 10-7 last year, 9-8 2023, 9-8 2022. So they made the playoffs in 22, 7-10 in 21, 12-4. They lost in the wild card. So they've been in the playoffs. Besides what 2017 was the last time. So 2017, 2021, 23, and 24 they missed. And I think 24 is probably when Pete Carroll got let go. So but I mean when it comes to defense, shout out to Mike McDonald. So he was the DC at in Baltimore. He ends up coming to Seattle, and it just seems like you got an eye for defense, and that's one of those similar to having John Lynch with the 49ers. They just seem to always defense. They're going to be solid. They always seem to find that guy that nobody else sees, and I think that just shows how great defense and how important and how it matters. So there's a few guys on the defense that I want to shout out as we talking about recapping the Super Bowl. Derek Hall, he had 2 sacks. Brian Murphy, the guy who's from DeSoto, had 2 sacks. You had an interception also from Ernest Jones. I thought Ernest Jones was the one that had the interception. I may be wrong. Julian Love had an interception. Nwosu had an interception. I mean, it was just it was just the
They were
defense was on
disruptive.
display.
Yeah, they was disruptive.
Yeah, at every possible opportunity.
Yeah.
Let's see. C.L. Watkins says, as long as Jerry Jones has the highest value team and that stadium is full, he's going to keep the same staff, and it's going to be subpar as usual. It's all about the Benjamins. Yeah, and I think too, you got to be willing to allow a new regime, which I do think they're doing that right now. They just hired a guy from Philly, the defensive coordinator, who's young. They're building a young staff, which normally does not happen. They normally want previous head coaches. They normally want guys that have experience, but sometimes you gotta get the creative guy.
Yeah.
You got to get the guy that can come up with some ideas to kind of push the game forward.
Especially when we look at that documentary with Jerry Jones, and the Cowboys have always had superstars. I mean, going back to the 70s, 60s, 70s, and it's just like you would think that now with speedy guys and, like you said, young fresh legs and fresh eyes on the sideline and fresh eyes for talent, and you want to be back on that winning circuit, and you're like, what's happening? Like, why is everything passing you up? Like, how do you get the Shanahans, and how you get the Bill Cowers, or how you get the Tomlins, or how you get, like, how do you not go get the young minds, or how do you not want to do that and start over and stack like that? But I don't know. It's like, and
that's one of the things that Jerry has always been known for, or that he says he's known for, is taking risks, but he really hasn't taken a lot of risks. I mean, the last big time free agent that they signed was Brandon Carr. And that was like 2017, 2019.
Well, I would leave it the way it is. Just get rid of Jerry. I mean, Jerry needs to retire. I don't think
he have to die. That's the only way it's gonna happen.
New innovative minds that don't want to come to Dallas. If Jerry Jones brings in Kyle Shanahan, if Jerry Jones brings in Jim Harbaugh, if Jerry Jones brings in Mike Tomlin or Ben Johnson that's here in Chicago, you know what happens?
You got to relinquish some power.
He's going. Then it's the coaching that won the Super Bowl. He cannot let Jimmy win. This is about Jimmy Johnson, because for the last 30 years, people have been saying Jimmy Johnson was the reason they won 3 Super Bowls. And he said, no, it was a collective. And he needs to keep that collective narrative. Otherwise, Jimmy was wrong. That's why he won't bring those guys in. I don't think, I'm telling you, I like the way. Think about it, man. Think about this. In the last 10 years, the Cowboys has had a all-pro at every level. Zeke Elliott, Dak, Romo, offensive lineman, defense. My man Lawrence right there, DeMarcus Lawrence, the kid that won the Super Bowl with the Broncos before him.
DeMarcus Ware. Yep.
Ware.
Number Trayvon Diggs before.
Number 11, who just blew his knee out in Green Bay.
Michael Parsons.
Yeah. And then you've all had other linebackers. Then you've had third level guys. Every position they're drafting perfectly. You just don't have the leadership. You don't have the brain. And if you bring the brain in, the brain wins. Dallas gets another Super Bowl, and it's not because of Jerry.
Yeah. And I think part of it is, again, it is evaluating players, because when we look at Seattle, there's quite a few, again, players that are rookies, players that are in their first year, but it's how you evaluate the talent and can you coach them up. And I think that's part of the Cowboys' issue, is that you may draft somebody that may be raw, that may not have a bunch of experience, but you got to be able to coach that person up and make sure that they're ready. And that's something that they struggle at. So, I mean, hopefully, knock on wood, it's something they get better at. But that's one of those things that they got to really hone in on, if you want to be one of the best. If you want to be in this same spot that Seattle was in.
Right.
Hey man, in Dallas, it ain't the Willies and the Joes, it's the X's and the O's.
Yeah.
They
Let me get to this comment. When Jimmy was here, there was accountability. Now everybody just get Jerry attention, make a splash in the media, and you're in.
Yeah.
He is attracted to that, the flashiness. He's attracted to guys that can bring more eyes to the Cowboys. And so,
I mean, there was drama when around re-signing Parsons. It was going on for it. They were dragging it out. It was just like, oh, Jerry.
If you really didn't like him, if you had all this beef with him, you could have traded him during the draft. It would have been a whole lot better. You would have got a better package.
Yeah.
Hell, you maybe would have gotten something to help the team, because then if you got Eberflus takes this job and he's like, yeah, you're gonna have Parsons as a linebacker. And then a month or so later, I was like, yeah, we traded him for a D tackle, which was good. You didn't need that, but that's not Micah Parsons.
Yeah.
Another comment here. You hit it with evaluating players. It seems like we don't have the capability to do that anymore. How can we have picks higher than other teams, but they still got better players? Yeah, you gotta. It's and this is the other part, and then we could get back to the Super Bowl. But there's 3 ways you can build a team. Obviously, there's draft, trades. Third one is free agency. Cowboys only like to do one of those. They only like to do the draft. But if those draft picks fail, then it's a crapshoot. You got to be able to trade. You look at the Eagles, which as much as I don't like them, but they will draft, they will trade.
Yeah.
They may get rid of some of their future picks. Hell, you think of the Rams, how they won the Super Bowl. They gave away a bunch of their picks, but you won the Super Bowl.
I feel like San Francisco's always damn trading and pulling somebody. I'm like, who the hell is this? I'm like, where y'all get this dude from?
I mean, you got to do it all three phases, man. You can't just put all your eggs in one basket,
right.
But
just go from there. But yes, Super Bowl.
But this was a ton of field goals early on. So it was 3-0 Seattle. Derek Hall with a sack. Seattle defense was just it was really nothing that the quarterback could do, nothing that Drake May could do, and that left side was weak. So they had 2 rookies starting on the left side, left tackle and the left guard, and it was over all night. But
they were cooking him.
Yeah, it was heavy field goals. If people watching this game, it was not not entertaining.
And the tackling was trash. I was like, y'all let Sam Darnold split 2 deep. Man, stop, man. Yeah.
Sam, not mobile Darnold, was out there looking like Prime Vic.
Yeah.
shedding tackles, running. Yeah.
I'm like, stop, man. Come on,
man. That's a shout out to him, man. That's a true redemption story. This dude I thought he was going to be a career backup till he goes to Minnesota. Again, you partner with the right coach. He was there with
Well, that's what I was saying. Once again, we got rid of him.
Yeah.
I'm like, how would we draft this man for? Then we gonna get rid of him and send him off somewhere.
Yeah.
Sam Darnold was drafted by the Cowboys.
49ers.
Let's say.
Yeah.
Well, he was by the Jets, and then he went to the 49ers.
Yeah, then he went to the 49ers. Then we sent him. He went to Minnesota, and then ended up in Seattle.
Kevin Stefanski, who was like a quarterback whisperer for a minute. He had Case Keenum. One time they went to the playoffs, and then he ended up having Sam Darnold, and they ended up letting him go. But I mean, if that story right there of Sam Darnold doesn't, help you to see, like, never give up, because I just thought this dude was going to be a career backup. Probably never going to play any meaningful games, and dude in the Super Bowl, which he didn't have. He didn't have that great of a game, but it doesn't matter. You just got to be able to not turn the ball over, which is what he did.
Yeah.
He was 19 for 38, 202 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 sack.
And Walker, their running game was actually pretty solid.
Yeah. I told my wife in the first half that the kicker was going to get MVP. If it was no touchdowns,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
I don't know if they would do that. That would be the NFL would probably cry. They'll probably be embarrassed, or you give it to the whole Seattle defense, which I don't think they've ever done that before.
A kicker won league MVP before.
Who's that?
It's like the 1920s.
No, 1982 Washington Redskins kicker won MVP.
Won MVP?
Yeah.
Hey, God dang it.
Oh, the Super Bowl.
No, of the league.
Of the league?
Maybe I'm tripping.
Dang.
Let me see. 1982 NFL MVP.
Crazy, man.
Look up the league MVPs. Look up league MVPs.
Wow, you're right. It was Mark Mosley, a place kicker for the Washington Redskins, making him the only kicker ever to win the award. That must have been sorry.
That's the Riggins year. That's the Diesel. That's the strike short season 2.
They must have been garbage. They got the kicker saving you, man.
They won the Super Bowl.
What the hell?
That was the Doug Williams.
No, that 87.
87 was the Doug. I was going to say, I remember that Super Bowl.
So it's possible. It's possible.
Anything is possible.
That's crazy.
Unless the kicker start kicking them from the 20, and like all you gotta do is get me at the 20. And then you might do it again. But
yeah. Nowadays they're kicking 60-yard field goals nowadays.
Yeah, if it's a kick out there, as long as we get the ball, we score. You know?
Yeah.
You're gonna win MVP. As long as you got the drive, nah. But yeah, it was a strike short season though. So
yeah. So this was the guy, right? Well, actually, that's not the picture of the guy, but that's DeMarcus Lawrence right there, holding up the trophy. I was trying to find a picture of Kenneth Murray, the MVP, which the last time a running back won an MVP was Terrell Davis with the Broncos, and he was like second with the most in rushing yards. So. I mean, like, and this is a guy whose career was almost over with. I was listening to a story that he had his lung collapsed.
Oh wow!
So he was like, he didn't even know if he was going to play again. And then, to this point, to be Super Bowl champion. So I mean, there's a lot of good storylines. I think, which is what the NFL loves. Most of us should love a good story. A good redemption story, a good comeback player type situation. But Kenneth Murray couldn't stop him either. So like the Patriots, as much as the journey that they've had to get here, they couldn't stop anybody and they couldn't score. So it was just
it was crazy.
It was kind of over.
But that's indicative of the league now. They've converted to this passing league. So as long as you keep saying this is a passing league, this is the new NFL. Any team that plays real football is going to win a Super Bowl.
Yeah. I love the way Seattle defense comes out so strong. It deflates a lot of offenses. Yeah, that's what they did the entire playoffs. And I think we've A-Trap, I want you to comment on this. The NFL has come to this point where we got to pay the quarterback pretty much whatever they want. We got to pay him market value in order for us to keep him and be competitive. That's false, because you got Sam Darnold who's making 23-25 million a year, which probably 3-4 years ago was a lot, but now it's not. And you got Drake May on his rookie contract. So to talk about how this having to pay a guy 25% of the cap is not the recipe. Unless you Patrick Mahomes.
I don't think it's the recipe. Like I said, if you want to play football, get a quarterback that don't blow the game. Tom Brady first 2 Super Bowls and his last 2 Super Bowls, the one in New England, the one in Tampa, he just didn't blow the game. Let's go back to that. They didn't score a touchdown in that Rams. He didn't throw a touchdown in that Rams.
Super Bowl.
Patriots Super Bowl. Yeah. And playoff Lenny won it in Tampa. So you're right. You don't need that's why I kind of just shake my head at this new sports media that Dak Prescott's the worst in the world. Really? Really? Is he? Is he? I ain't watched Baker Mayfield play. I ain't watched Sam Darnold play up until yesterday. And Sam Darnold did the same thing. Don't blow this. Jim McMahon, don't blow this. Trent Dilfer, don't blow this.
Hey, that's a great example right there.
Just
Brad was that Brad Johnson?
Brad Johnson.
That one here.
Wow. Come on, man. They act like Tom Brady, Joe Montana, and all these big time John Elway. They won all the Super Bowls. No, it's some of these quarterbacks out. Hey, man, don't blow it. The last Raiders.
Look at Peyton Manning in that last Seattle game.
Oh my gosh,
they were destroying him, and
he couldn't even throw the ball down the field.
Yeah, he couldn't get the ball down the field. So,
see, what we're living in a world of facades, man. You know, we're going to present this to you, and this is what we're going to tell you what it is, but it's really not that. And Seattle and New England and Pittsburgh up until this year, because Pittsburgh Steelers, get ready for this quick 5-12 season. Get ready for that.
This gonna be bad under McCarthy. I'm gonna tell you right now.
All eyes gonna be on Phil.
Right now.
The game,
and they about to cater to Aaron Rodgers too. So just be on the lookout for that.
The game, man. It's a game of attrition. I'm gonna punch you in your mouth. You're gonna punch me in my mouth. Whoever tired in the middle of the fourth quarter loses. Or like I said, it ain't the X's and the O's sometimes, it's the Willies and the Joes. If you got better Willies and Joes, we gonna beat your brains out. If you got better X's and O's, you don't stand a chance. That's why Dak looks bad, because Mike McCarthy runs the same play. I remember this at least a dozen years ago when Romo was the quarterback and the Ravens came in. This is at the height of the Ravens. This is when Ray and my man Ed and Ball So Hard was there. And Ray Lewis, I'll never forget this. Ray Lewis walked off the field in Cowboy Stadium and said, "This is the easiest game I've ever played in my life. They don't change anything up.
Yeah,
it looks like a film."
And I think that was the last game in the Cowboy Stadium in Irving.
Yeah. Oh, so you remember that? You remember?
I remember that game. They ran. They had 2 70-yard runs.
Yeah.
The whole 90s Cowboys was there. That was like, man, I might as well leave.
Wilk's team, coach with a brain. You got a coach with a brain, you're gonna keep winning. That's it. Sean Payton, I don't like him, but look at them.
Yeah, he turned them around when he got there.
He went to Denver with Bo Nix. If anybody thought Bo Nix coming out of Auburn was gonna be a superstar, you was smoking and drinking something.
No, he wasn't even out of Auburn. He was staying in school, so he was able to go to Oregon.
Oh yeah, you're right. But he was at Auburn, yeah.
Probably got a PhD.
He's just he might as well. Yeah, might as well. He got a master's, a PhD.
Yeah. Sean Payton had because when he got there, they wasn't doing great. Then all of a sudden, it's like, man, how y'all?
They had Russ. They had Russ initially, and he was like, "Oh yeah, we about to start over."
Yeah, like, this ball down y'all throat, and you can't stop the run because they ain't running the ball. Man, it ain't in this draft thing ain't hard either. Go find you a school in a conference in which they running the ball and get the linebackers out that conference.
Right. Right. Exactly.
They make it harder than what it is.
Oh, you got to be a draft guru.
No, you don't. Apparently you don't. Because like I said earlier,
there's certain teams that's getting it right.
Hey man.
I'm there every time.
I tell Ben every time we draft somebody, like, I was like, man, I ain't never heard of this school. I don't even know who that is, man. Who the hell is this dude, man? Next thing you know, they in the limelight. Like,
Greenlaw. I didn't know who Greenlaw was. I ain't
never heard of them cats.
Fred Barnes was. I didn't know who Warner. I didn't know who none of these dudes was.
I ain't never heard of none of these people.
See, again, it's a propaganda machine. HBCUs are not good enough. Who's arguably the greatest running back in the history of the game? Walter Payton. Who's the best wide receiver in the history of the game?
Jerry Rice, Mississippi Valley State.
Who's arguably the best tight end ever? Shannon Sharp.
Yeah.
Who's the best pass rusher ever? David Deacon Jones, HBCU. Right.
Right,
Oh,
HBCUs.
it ain't enough talent down there. Man,
Right. Stop it. Yeah.
First black quarterback to win the Super Bowl, HBCU. Aeneas Williams, HBCU. Terrell Owens, HBCU. Come on, man.
Yeah. It's not rocket science, man.
And look, all these teams, all those guys went to the same teams. The 49ers got two of the best receivers in the history of the game, and both of them from HBCU.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's not rocket science, man.
Yeah,
it's not rocket science. They make it hard, man. It's not. That's what kills me when they want that number 1 draft or that number 5 draft, and I'm like, nah. It's like if it don't work out, that's why I said, especially when the quarterbacks during that. Oh gosh, I can't think of his name now, but what the dude with the long hair out of Carolina? Not Carolina, but Jacksonville.
Oh, I know you're talking about. We call him
Sunshine. Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, I'm like that. That class of quarterback. I'm just like, well, what are y'all doing now, though? Like, where you at? You're not doing
it. They broke the bank for him too.
Yeah, I was like, where's he at?
But
and Drake May in the Super Bowl.
Right, exactly. First year.
Man.
Watkins says, I think you pay elite quarterbacks and keep decent quarterbacks and get help around them. You move subpar quarterback and replace them, but you have to take a chance and pull the trigger. And really, there's only, if we 100% real about it, there's probably 3 or 4 that's elite. And that's, off the top of my head, obviously Mahomes, Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
You can put, what'd you say?
Josh Allen.
Yeah, put Josh Allen in there.
DN.
That's basically it.
That's it.
But if you to build your team, exactly what Seattle and New England has done, get a quarterback on that first contract, or get a guy that you think you can build around. When Harbaugh got to San Francisco, I thought Alex Smith's career was dead. Okay, he came in and made Alex Smith decent. Again, decent. He didn't have to be Joe Montana. He didn't have to be throwing the ball 40 times a game.
Because he was trash.
He built a system.
He was trash.
Yeah, he was a bust. He was on the road of bust.
Yeah.
But you just gotta build it around them so that it works.
Yeah. What's that?
He never got off that bus.
Out of Utah with Urban Meyer. I think he was with Urban Meyer.
And get this, he was picked first. Aaron Rodgers was picked last that draft.
Yeah.
See, and the reason Jerry Jones had to overpay Dak, because I got 3 quarterbacks in my world: win because, win with, can't win with. Dak is a win with. He's leaning towards win because, but he's a win with. Coaching is the difference in that.
Yeah. And the main reason why they had to pay him all that money is because they waited to the last minute. You had that year, him and Wentz they was trying to figure out who's gonna get paid more. Wentz got paid first, which means you got to pay Dak more. And they did the same thing again. I think who was it? Probably Allen or Mahomes or whoever it was. They got paid first, and then the Cowboys were like, "Oh well, I guess we got to pay him." If you would have did it beforehand, it wouldn't have been a problem.
But like I said, that's how I lost track of thought. Thanks for picking that up. If you got good sense, Tony Romo goes down, Dak on this $200,000 deal, you renegotiate that year.
Exactly.
Because Jason Goff just got a raise this past season. Yeah. This season is the first year of his new contract. Yeah. Jason Goff got that same Wentz deal when $23 million was a whole lot of money. That's the same year Dak was took over the team. You supposed to get him that deal, and Dak would be making $23 million right now. He'd have just got a raise now.
Yeah.
Which means you got more room to spend. So, man, come on, man. Guru my behind.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Jared Goff. You talking about the Lions?
The Lions just
end up getting traded for Stafford, and look what Stafford did. Won a Super Bowl. They almost made it to the Super Bowl again, and Stafford won an MVP.
Yeah.
So it's how you handle it. The Cowboys are just not willing to. They're not willing to start over, and they're behind on the trends anyway. So going back to Seattle and Kenneth Walker. So big ups on Kenneth Walker, man. Won the MVP. He was it. Like this entire game.
Yeah.
It was even if he didn't score a touchdown, it was going to be him because he was.
Oh, he was slicing them up.
Yeah, he was the only one producing offense on the whole field.
Yeah,
like
he was
on either side on the whole field on both sides. He was the only one.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
They messed up when they paid Elliott 2 times. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was at the point where teams were going to. We just need running back by committee. We don't need one guy. The age of the one guy was dead, and that after that year they said we could pay Zeke.
They should have paid him after that. They shouldn't have paid him after the St. Patrick's parade, man. I don't pay that dude.
Like you would have been better off drafting a couple of guys, and rolling with it. They finally figured it out, but now it's like teams are. When you think of Seattle, they had Charbonnet, who actually ended up getting injured, and Kenneth Walker. So man, you just gotta. He said he didn't produce more than that kicker. Yeah, it was after that Zeke contract. It was bad. It was bad.
Paid Zeke again and didn't pay the quarterback.
Yeah,
he's still on this rookie deal. Now you extended. Now you got that deal, and then you getting Dak for 4 years at $20 million, and you'd have been paying Dak this year. How many people did you miss out on paying Dak?
Right.
And I guarantee you, Seattle today, they probably already in touch with Sam Darnold because Sam, he can win a race.
So he cool. He just signed this year.
Yeah, but if you.
I ain't paying him. You
can give a little bit of a bump. All right,
I ain't getting him.
Give a little bump.
Nah, man, this ain't saying no. I'm calling.
Give me like extra $5 million.
I'm calling Drake May. If I'm Drake, you bet if it's Drake May. Like Sam Donald, that's for all other times you stuck it up.
All right, so let's see. At the half, we're looking at 9-0 Seattle, which is one of the weirdest scores. That could be a baseball score. That could be a soccer, hockey score, but it was 9-0. The kicker at this point in time and going into the third was the MVP because he was the only one producing any type of points.
Hey, don't worry, guys. I got it.
I'll put the team on my back.
Yeah, I got it. Don't worry.
Dude, right, shower.
Get that man some Gatorade, man. Ice his foot down.
Yeah, for real.
I'm gonna go to my grave saying football player. Kickers ain't football players.
They're not. They specialists. They just got to come in and do that one thing.
Here lies the greatest kicker of all time.
Yeah, if you do that one thing good, everybody love you. Do that one thing bad, you can be horrible. Everybody gonna egg your house or something.
Right. Kickers an offensive lineman. If the world know your name, it's a problem.
Yeah, right.
Hey, the one kicker that always come to mind is Janikowski because that dude was like a linebacker.
He was huge, man.
Yeah.
Him and was it Vinatieri? I think
Vinatieri, yeah.
He was kind of big too, but Janikowski, he was huge. Like, he a kicker?
Tell what it messed up the football pot numbers. Yeah,
man. People was upset, man.
Yeah. People was.
Yeah.
Just think it was the dude somewhere going 9-0. Man, this some bug.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Which I had. Matter of fact, I had like some weird numbers on here. I can't even find them now, but I think one of them was 9 because I was just like, this game is going to be slow as hell. I was like, I had 6.
Yeah.
And I had 9, but that was it after that. And I think I even had 8 in there for a minute. I was like, it might be a safety, man. Come on, safety.
Yeah, come on. I mean, and really, I knew it was going to be a defensive battle, but I thought, all right, we should have some offense. Drake May was the runner-up for the MVP. I'm like, we should have some offense, but
hold your horses. Hold your horses.
Who won the league MVP this year?
Stafford.
Oh, okay. Pat Stafford. They just gonna get him in the Hall of Fame, huh? They go. Okay.
Oh, he in there after winning that Super Bowl. He can get in there.
Oh man, no, I'm tired of that, man.
I don't necessarily 100% agree. I'm just telling you what it is.
No. Because Jim Plunkett won 2 Super Bowls and a Super Bowl MVP. He ain't.
Hell, we having this conversation, and Darren Woodson, who changed the game at the safety position, is not in the Hall of Fame for another year.
Still not
for another year.
That's what I'm saying.
I hate to see a guy like that not be in there, and you got Leroy Butler who's in there.
Right. Come on now.
Leroy the running back?
Nah, Leroy Butler, the linebacker from or safety.
Safety.
The Packers. He in there. Yeah.
He ain't there, but
yeah.
But see, if you got to go, you shouldn't be in there.
Right.
It's like if Eli Manning make the Hall of Fame, I ain't never watching football no more.
I guarantee. Well, you're not gonna be watching football no more because I guarantee you, at some point.
How is he Hall of Fame?
At some point, he could get in there because they can say, "Oh, he got 2 Super Bowls and he beat."
Got 2 Super Bowls.
Yeah, I agree with y'all, but I'm just telling you what it is. Eli gonna get in there.
That's like they handing out the Hollywood star Hollywood. Those the Walk of Fame, and they handed them stars out left and right. Then they were like, hey, Hollywood, you got your star on Hollywood.
Hey, when you on Sesame Street,
right? They handed out them stars left and right.
They got one for Big Bird and Oscar, the Ground.
You one of the humans on Sesame Street,
right?
Who knows? What's your name?
Like you got a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. What? Stop,
man. It's this era of
Eli Manning led the world in nothing but being average.
Yeah, he led the league in interceptions a couple of years too.
Yeah,
he's an interception machine. That's what I'm like. When I was growing up collecting football cards, man, it was like you had to get in the Hall of Fame. You had to really be doing some magic out there, man.
You had to be a difference maker.
Yeah,
trendsetter in the league.
Yeah. See, this ring culture, man.
Yeah.
Just because you won a ring, that means you were on the right team. That's what that means.
Right.
Hey, and that Giants defense though should be in the Hall of Fame.
Thank you,
man. Strahan, Junior.
Stop, man.
Defense is crazy. Yeah.
No, man. No. If Eli make the Hall of Fame, I would give my jacket back. I'll be like, man.
He's just handing them out now. He just handing them.
He getting in there, and his big head brother is going to be introducing him in there. He getting in there. It may take a few years.
Hall of Fame means nothing.
Yeah. That's what people are saying about Belichick. What do you think about Belichick not getting in?
Belichick not getting in is a travesty.
It's a payback. That's what that is.
Yeah, it's a travesty. Man.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, man. They said they were going to investigate that. They said they were going to investigate I guess whoever they select on the voting committee.
Somebody leaked it, and they were saying some of these voters do is they say, okay, I know Belichick's going to get in eventually, but let me get in Ronnie Lott or let me get in one of these other guys, just so that we can get them in because they may be on their last. I mean, like, just vote the person in that's supposed to be in there. Yeah. You got Adam Vinatieri in there besides Belichick.
Come on, man. The kicker, bro. Got a kicker there,
which he was great. I ain't gonna doubt that.
Either then. For whatever reason you kill Belichick out, Tom Brady is a product of that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Right.
That him and Kraft. Well, Kraft didn't get in either. And that's payback too. Kraft was at them.
No, that's what they make it look like. They keep Kraft out to make it look like it just the way it shook out. No.
Yeah, man, they playing, man.
Brady shouldn't get in. If Belichick ain't in and Brady ain't in, then Brady can't get in either. And then you got to let my man Barry Bonds in, and that's a different Hall of Fame, but that's the same.
Coopertown, man.
Come on, man. Roy, I get it. is steroids, but that don't change your hand-eye coordination. You still got to be able to hit.
Right. Okay.
Like there's a bunch of dudes that took steroids that was not good.
Hey, the dudes that it's a book, Game of Shadows, that according to the book, Barry Bonds sat at a dinner table with Griffey Jr. and a bunch of other ball players. Said, "Look, if they want to see what cheating look like, I'm cheating next year," and then that's what you got.
And that's when he went from the Pirates to the
back-to-back years.
Yeah.
He hit 45 and 50 home runs when Macklin was hitting 60 and 70. He said, "Oh, that's what y'all gonna honor? Okay, watch this."
Right.
And if you gave me 7 MVPs, the same people who vote for MVPs get you a jacket. I ain't trying to hit, man.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to hit.
And we all knew when I got that Pirates when he played for the Pirates. I got that baseball card somewhere in the house right now.
Yeah.
He looked like Tracy McGrady.
But
And then he went from Tracy McGrady to Shaq.
No, but okay, so, I'm not saying that he did, and I'm not saying that he did. But everybody gained 25, 30 pounds over a career. By the time he got to San Francisco, he didn't look like that anymore.
Towards the end.
Toward the end.
Again, you still got to be able to hit.
Yeah, you got.
I can take all the steroids I want. If I don't have good hand-eye coordination, if I can't see the pitch when it's coming, then none of that even matters.
Hey, how about this? Why ain't nobody asking why Sammy and Mac ain't in?
Yeah, true.
We know they wasn't.
We know.
They was dookie.
Yeah, him and Canseco back in them days, which I grew up in them areas. So those A's teams, man, that was my Ricky
Canseco
Henderson
was good though. Canseco, another dude that was just good.
Weird. Yeah. All right, let's get to the most discussed thing of this Super Bowl, which was not the game, with the halftime show.
Yeah.
Bad Bunny, which people had all of their comments and all. I mean, like, I was loving social media though, because people were like, "All right, you eating guacamole and you eating salsa and you eating chips and you eating tortillas and fajitas and all that, but you don't like Bad Bunny."
Stop.
Come on, man.
Yeah. Racism is undefeated, man.
Yeah. Always. But I'll just say I loved it. Did I understand it? No, but you don't have to. I don't have to understand it to appreciate it. And just the way he appreciated his culture and other countries outside of his, and he didn't throw any jabs. I mean, he could have did a lot more. He could have, if he wanted to, he really could have said a whole bunch more, but he did it to just appreciate his culture. The set was amazing.
He Puerto Rican, right?
Yeah. I love what they're doing. You know what they did with Kendrick, where they had different. I mean, it's a full show. Before it used to be one stage, person stands on that stage, they may roam around a little bit, but I gotta say it, since Jay-Z really came on board, the creativity has been out of the box, which I think is what is needed.
Yeah.
What he said.
What he said. Yeah.
He said.
All right, Wilkes. Halftime show.
I thought it was done well, and having been to different various nightclubs that play live salsa music and they play live merengue and live Latin music, having Latin friends, I mean, to the point where most of them taught me, I forgot it now, but been around them so much to where I'm learning the language, and learning the culture and cooking the food, and of course how, our cultures intertwine, Afro-Latin, and it's a big thing, so I didn't have a problem with it. Hell, I'm glad he was there pissing people off and, and making people upset. Like I told Kelly, I was like, y'all, and then I saw somebody was talking about, it's got to be a joke, but then they talking about deporting him and something like, he's American, right? Like, shut up. It's like
Puerto Rico is a part of the United States.
Been a part for a long time, man. And the fact that he even had the original Puerto Rican flag when he came out of the field, that light blue, that's the original Puerto Rican flag.
Mm-hmm.
They banded the original flag sometime in, I don't know, like the 1500s or something like that, or maybe 1900, somewhere around there. But I loved it. I enjoyed it. Like I said, I was in the kitchen fixing my plate and cutting a little rug, man. At the same time,
you can't help it. One of me and Wilkes work at the same place. One of the customers came in. And it was like, look, you can't help it but to dance. Like you may not understand it.
Yeah,
you may not, but you ain't got to look up the words.
Right.
And somebody posted like, this man told y'all last year, learn Spanish.
Right. Told y'all to do it.
Y'all decided not to.
Yeah, turn on Google and just let them translate it.
Yeah, like stop acting like you helpless.
Because you better believe, you better believe when the Latin population comes to work, they got that phone out and they translate.
And think of how much pride, if you're Hispanic, if you're from one of those countries and you're watching this,
right?
How much pride you have, how happy that you are that they chose him. And this is it right here. This comment by Watkins. Man, in the NFL, they're trying to go global like soccer. Like what? The NFL is not stupid. Okay, that's why they got games in Germany. They're about to have a game in Mexico, Brazil.
Yes.
Like what better way to build the brand globally
exactly
than to have artists from different cultures? Like that's the whole point.
Yeah, I didn't look at all. I didn't watch the Grammys at all. I need to go. I'm behind on award shows and stuff like that. But his speech there, like you mentioned, this is for those that had to leave their countries to be successful and try to make some way and and try to rise above. Maybe they came from whatever they may have come from when they had to leave their homes to achieve what they're doing now. So it's so crazy, man. Thank you, my brother. Yeah, it's so crazy, man. It was just like, man, y'all really tripping over yourselves. But like I told my wife, but I guarantee you they got Maria watching they snot-nosed kids, though. Well, they ain't going to want to deal with them motherfuckers.
Exactly.
Or they checking Maria out.
No, that's fine, too.
Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Or having kids with Maria.
Don't, you know what? If y'all got issue with this dude, I know he the number one downloaded dude in the world with a quadrillion, 20 quadrillion streams.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't I have this guy? The whole world is saying this guy is who we want to see.
Yeah.
Right.
Look, y'all need to pick up with this racism thing and these isms. Y'all need to pick a struggle, man. Look, you want to get. Do you want to tell this loud? Bring me your huddled masses and all that, or do you just want to be racist? If you want to be racist, stop watching all these brown people run around and jump and throw and kick and all that.
Right.
Yeah. Don't watch me play and don't want to watch me play.
Right.
Yeah. Don't watch it at all. If you hate this so much, like you eating mayonnaise sandwiches. That's about all you can do.
Right.
You eat Miracle Whip on bread. That's about all you can do that has not been touched by
sprinkle some raisins on
somebody of color.
Sprinkle the raisins on it.
If you don't like this that much, do what H-Rap do for all 50 Super Bowls I've seen. Halftime show, I go pee. I ain't never watched the halftime show. Jay-Z,
Beyonce.
I ain't see Michael Jackson.
You didn't watch the Michael Jackson one either?
Nah, man, I had to pee. Man, I drank like 5 beers, man. I had to pee. And go get some more nachos, more food.
Right.
Time it's over. I'm empty on pee, full on beer, baby.
Hey, Bill Burr said, if you at the Super Bowl party and you crying about who's performing, something wrong with you, man.
Get
all right?
out.
You need to get slapped. You getting slapped at the Super Bowl party.
You're
so concerned about that.
It's one word from Riley from the Boondocks used to say that you can't say no more. But everybody know what that word, but you can't say that word no more.
Yeah, you can't say that word. Most Americans aren't that cultured. They haven't been outside their own state till
speak on it.
Say the truth. Yeah, you're right.
Speak on it.
Right, but we love. This is all of us. We love other cultures though, because you're gonna go to a Chinese. All of us been to a Chinese food restaurant.
Right.
All right. You may try out some Indian food. You definitely gonna eat some Italian food.
Man,
you definitely gonna eat some Tex-Mex, some Mexican food. So like what you do, people are cultured. They just don't want to say that they are.
Hey, and if this show would have ended a little earlier tonight, I was gonna go get some Mediterranean food tonight.
There you go. There you go. And so there was a lot of intricate details of the show. I did want to touch on a couple of them. There was a actual wedding ceremony during his show. So he had like so much going on. Like, even if you didn't understand the words, you like, dang, okay, you got somebody getting married. They got a boxers over here. So there was a couple. This is the story. I believe I've kind of checked it a couple times, but this couple was invited him to their wedding, and he said, okay, you can come with me to the Super Bowl. And they actually had a quick ceremony. So that was one part of it. And then Wilkes, you were talking about the one with the light poles and symbolism there.
Yeah, all that stuff was showing. So in the beginning, when they were wearing the straw hats, that was a symbol of colonialism, because of, it's like, you have us out here in the fields, we're working this. This is when you come in, and it showed like progression through that. Then the utility poles were representing how, the infrastructure after the hurricane, and you got Donald Trump over here thinking it's okay to throw them paper towels, and it's like, so you left us with a terrible infrastructure on the grid. Then there was a lady there that I don't know if I guess you could say she's a local activist out of New York, but she's one of the original people that have stood up because they're trying to gentrify her neighborhood. And it's a part of Brooklyn, or I can't remember what part of New York, Queens or Brooklyn or something like that.
It's being gentrified big time.
Yeah, and they said she has fought back and pushed back, against them trying to pretty much come in and gentrify that part of Puerto Rican heritage that's in New York.
Oh, ALC? You talking about ALC?
No, it's another lady. She was at the Super Bowl. It was an older lady. I can't think of her name, but he had a drink with her. Like, they showed him walk. I recognized her face because I had seen her on something that I think they had her on MSNBC, or I saw her on something documentary or something.
You said she's Latino? Oh,
yeah, she's Latino. Yeah, she's an older lady. I mean, she's probably in her 70s, but I just like, you don't want to hear the message, but yet you don't want to look at like, well, this is actual facts, man. This is my island, my people, my culture. Mm-hmm. This is what we're dealing with. I don't see any one of y'all coming to rescue us. I don't see anybody coming to help us rebuild. But then you want to judge me because it's not in English. Learn Spanish for the night. Get Google and translate it, or don't.
Or like I say, just vibe to the beat.
Yeah, just dance to Hey, I was, like I said, like I told my wife, and I just mentioned, I've been to a few Latin clubs that have turned their restaurants, and matter of fact, it's glorious. The one here in Dallas, the one right there in Addison, it turns into a nightclub.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it turns into a nightclub about 10:30, 11 o'clock. It's a live band, and it is, hey, I love it. You think I understand all that music? Nah, the horns is blowing. The maracas is going. It's getting crazy. Hey, man, it's nice, man. It's smooth. It didn't bother me. Yeah, I don't know, man. People just, like, you need to know what they're saying. I don't need to know what they're saying.
Yeah.
I'm just going to enjoy it like it is, because y'all ain't trying to translate opera out here. Y'all run your ass to the opera house.
Right. Said what? What'd you say, Wills?
Ain't translating opera.
I don't know what Figaro means to this day.
They run their ass to go see something
else.
Man,
right. Right. And they've been spreading the love around. You had Beyonce, you had Taylor Swift. I'm not a Taylor Swift fan. You had you had the LA.
It's not me.
We had it in LA. They had the whole West Coast with Kendrick and Dre and all that.
Yeah,
you had Kendrick last year. But people was like, I can't really relate to it.
I think they've had Aerosmith one time when they were in Detroit, I think. And that's music.
So I mean, like,
it's like,
they're gonna, what if you have on the biggest stage, you're gonna pick the biggest artist for that year. He just won a Grammy.
It's not for me. I'm still gonna respect that. Hey, this is like he said, this is getting exposure. It's like mini concerts now, 15 minutes. It's like, stop, man.
Yeah.
What's happening?
But see, like when Doc was on the show, before Doc had to take a lead, we used to always, anytime these type of topics came up, me and Doc would reminisce back to the 70s when there was no white music and black music. It was either you getting down or you
not. Right.
Right. Brothers,
you know how many times
brothers is white?
You know how many times David Bowie has been on Soul Train, man?
Man, that's what I'm saying, man. Like, is he jamming I would put them on, man.
Yeah.
Okay, like D.L. Hughley said with Jesus at the Last Supper. Oh, we out of wine. Keep the party going. And play that fucking music, white boy.
Right.
Hey, when I found out that Bobby Caldwell, what you want to do, I was like, ain't no way this dude white. Ain't no way. When I looked it up, man, I was like,
we went to man.
Oh, man.
Michael McDonald, the other Michael McDonald.
Yeah, Michael McDonald, but he was one of the Doobie Brothers.
Yeah. Hey, man, I mean, and
Hall and Oates.
Yeah, he was Doobie
Hall
Brothers. Hall and Oates. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like, man,
and they gonna tell you, oh, I was influenced by so and so. Oh, this person influenced me. Blah blah blah. So I started doing my thing. Man,
the Rolling Stones is from a Muddy Waters song.
Right.
Yeah, that was this clip of
how many times I said
Little Richard. And Little Richard was like, yeah, I had this guy in my band. I had this guy I put all these dudes on. Yeah, he said Mick Jagger was in his band.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like,
that's what I'm saying. It's like
music is music. It transcends cultures and everything.
Luther Vandross was Bowie's backup singer, man.
Right.
Yep. And then Roberta Flack kicked him out because it's like, you need to be making your own music.
You do your own thing.
You need to be background.
Yeah. What y'all saying, man? Music, and then keep talking about music. It is a language. Hell, sometimes I listen to music don't even have words.
If anybody down what Will just said, do yourself a favor, pull up this jazz musician named Art Blakey.
Oh, I got one downstairs.
Man,
I got it downstairs. I'm vinyl.
Perfect example of all the words, no words, but you hear everything he's saying.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, man. I don't need. Yeah, trust me. I don't need words all the time when I'm listening to music, man. Because that music is going to translate. I've said it before. It's going to transport me back to when I was growing up, when I was running around my grandparents' house, when I was driving in the car, I'm trying to woo the ladies, whatever it is. I'm cooking, I'm in the kitchen, it's like, hey, music is me. Family reunions, weddings, funerals, like stop, man.
Yeah, it don't matter, wherever.
What are we doing? Holidays?
Music is happy, sad, angry, or whatever emotion you feeling. It's the music that can get you right.
It's just, you cannot escape the power of music, man.
Yeah. And when you look at this show, you had Lady Gaga, which I was not expecting that.
Nope.
That kind of came out of left field. Yeah. Ricky Martin. So paying respect to some of those artists. He had a group of different artists.
Lady Gaga is Hispanic and Latino?
Nah. I don't think so. She was just, he kind of did a moment where she was singing a ballad and then he was changing wardrobe change. But
I'm glad she got away from that goth stuff. She was kind of
she was. Well, she ain't got that far away from it.
Yeah, I think they use it as an intro sometimes. It's kind of because she had a crazy, weird way to do it, but then I think she just kind of started evolving and pulling away from that. And I understand what A-Trap was saying because she's got a great voice, and I love the 2 albums with her and Tony Bennett. Right. And I like to see her act too. She's been in a few movies that I thought she's done. I like to see her in comedy. You know what she really reminds me of? She reminds me of another Barbra Streisand. She reminds me because when she starts acting, and when I seen her on SNL, I was like, I need this Lady Gaga right here. Because the sketch comedy is in her lane, man. She's actually pretty. And she went to Juilliard. And she went to Juilliard. She studied at Juilliard.
Yeah. Shout
out to Miles Davis, Juilliard, and a lot of others. Yeah. But man. Speaking of jazz album, I think I just got a new one in the mail. I hadn't opened it, but man, I like that. It's surprising because you're like, oh, you don't know who's gonna be there. You don't know who's gonna. Just like we got surprised when Serena popped up, the Kendrick Lamar. Like, oh, whoa.
Yeah, we were like, wow. Yeah, but I mean, I think that just shows people's creativity. Like again, if you don't fully understand it, that's fine. But when you're watching it and you're seeing how the set is created, you can't not enjoy it or watch it to see.
And I just want to say this real quick. People were so upset because Lil Wayne was not at the halftime Super Bowl in New Orleans. But I don't think, okay, great. Lil Wayne, he's got his lane, but would he have had the same message like what Kendrick was showing? Because now you're comparing Bad Bunny and Kendrick Lamar. Like there's one part where they show him on top of the truck.
Right.
Exactly. And then you're showing Kendrick Lamar on top of the car. with the crowd of people around them being celebrated. And also what I think I find very significant about Bad Bunny being on top of that truck, because if you look at a lot of countries like Cuba, they still have old vehicles. They have older cars that are running. Yeah. To me, when I saw that, I was like, that's a detail that most people probably won't even understand, because they're still driving these vehicles on these islands. They're still keeping these cars running. That's where these cars go to die or where they get new lives. Yeah. That's one thing I could say about some of those coastal or those island countries. They don't have the latest and greatest all the time. I mean, it's usually something they have to keep running and they've restored, but it's a work truck. It's something that, hell, I wonder if that truck belonged to anybody, maybe significantly, but it may have some background. But when I saw that, it was just like, man, that's a big deal, because if you're working those fields, you've got a work truck. You're going up in those hills and mountains in Puerto Rico. I mean, I thought that was pretty neat. I like the little details.
Even where Ben is from, the West Coast is littered with that exact same stamp.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
And it's being reported that it's the most watched ever. Which again, you have people across multiple countries that maybe just watch that, because that's their favorite artist.
Concert.
Exactly.
It's a free concert.
So yeah. Whatever reason that you watched it for,
I love it.
Yeah, I do too.
Always go pee.
I love it. Hey, or like me, step out on the back patio and light your cigar or check the meat on the grill, man.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, but
we're talking, like I said, it's 20 minutes.
Right. And the people carrying the different flags as they were walking out, that was like, that was a powerful moment, because it's like we're on the biggest stage,
right?
Because he could have just had the Puerto Rican flag on the block. All right, I'm gonna leave it at that.
Right.
But there was, I don't know, I can't even count how many.
And him mentioning the other Americans, South America,
right. America. Say it again, Wilkes. Say it again.
South America. It doesn't
we forget.
Yeah. Canada, you're an American.
You're an American.
Right.
Well, we all together, baby. It's like, stop it, Dad. Stop it, Dad.
Honduras, you're an American.
Yeah, you're in there, baby.
Right.
Yeah, because you better believe when you see a map of North Korea, South Korea, they got them joined in. You see the map of North and South America, I'm like, oh, look at that. Canada's in the continent of North America. Oh, look at that. South America's involved in this. Wow, look at that.
Newsflash, Russians are Asians.
Exactly. You're on the continent of Asia. Stop it. Yeah, stop it, man. Jeez.
Yeah.
Kills me.
Yeah, people just sound so stupid. Like you just don't even try. And people were so, oh no, he's gonna wear a dress. Guess what? He didn't wear a dress.
Yeah, right.
So if you didn't watch for that reason, like, egg on your face. Like,
right. And if he did, hey, I'm listening to the music.
Who cares?
Right.
Who cares? All right, so back to the game. So Seattle ends up pulling away.
Ooh.
19-7.
Dog attack.
Oh. Seattle just racking up sacks. I mean, once you get to the fourth quarter, you kind of knew Patriots just couldn't get it going. They end up scoring one touchdown, or actually two in the fourth. Didn't get the 2-point conversion. But one player I will shout out, Christian Gonzalez, who's again, we mentioned, from the Colony. He was making plays all over the field, defensive back. Even though, they don't give awards to the losing team and the losing players, but he was almost the MVP at that game. It was just plenty of plays, breaking up passes. So shout out to him. But yeah, Patriots just couldn't stop nothing. It was just, you might as well say it was a bus just running through that defense.
I don't know. I'm kind of curious. I mean, I remember watching football games like maybe early 2000s, mid 2000s, where they always talked about nerves when you got to that moment. I don't hear that much anymore. So I wonder how much Mike Vrabel tried to calm these guys down and tried to settle them. And do they have, I don't know much about the Patriots. Do they have any veterans on that team? I don't know. Any kind of.
It's a relatively young team. And
okay.
I don't think this was nerves. I think it was just We better than y'all.
Oh yeah, no, I don't think it was nerves either. I think it's just they could not get anything going. They could not. That just once again that swarming Seattle defense. Mm-hmm. It just was not going to let you set your feet.
And I think the thing that hurt them probably the most is that the two youngest players on their team, 22 years old, was Will Campbell and Jared Wilson, who were on that left side of the offensive line, and they just they just tricked them out. There was nothing they could do. But they got Morgan Moses, who's 34, Matt Collins, 32, Stephon Diggs, 32, Austin Hooper. So they got some vets with they're really.
Stephon Diggs better keep playing for at least 6
boy,
or learn how to pull out.
Or Antonio McCarty. What was that dude's name? Junior, man. This dude, I think he got 7-8 kids.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. He played for the Jets.
Yeah. Antonio Cromartie. Yeah. Like 10.
I remember one time he couldn't even name all his kids.
He couldn't even name all of them. Yeah. Come on. We gotta do better.
Yep, that's what it is. I agree with CEO.
What Tyson say? Everybody got a plan today. You're punching them out.
Feel good to hear to read again, Jack.
Patriots had a plan, but that plan didn't come to fruition. Especially, they were young. They were young, unexperienced. So I think take this as a learning experience. Will you get back? I mean, who knows? That's the hardest thing to duplicate going back to the Super Bowl.
Can you rekindle what you were cooking up that last season? But then it's like they want you to kind of put that season out of your mind because now you want to reset. But come on, man.
If I was a running back, I'd be like, don't pick me in the first round because y'all not gonna lock me into that deal. Pick me in the third so I get that 2-year deal.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, which there was a couple drafts that running backs wasn't getting picked in the first round at all.
I would be glad.
I think it's starting to change though. Mm-hmm. Starting to go back again.
Yeah, dude, you can't stay away from this. Man.
Yeah, you gotta run the ball.
You got to.
That's what was killing me about the Super Bowls we had against the Chiefs. I'm like, how did we stop running the damn football? Which I get it. I mean, it's like you're just trying to get quick strikes, but I'm like, no, man, you gotta.
That's not how you was built. That's not you trying to force it.
Yeah, it's like we got here because we were eating up defenses with the running game. Right. He was tearing them up.
Right.
To quote the late great Jimmy Fields, my coach, "You run to win, you throw to score."
Exactly. That's what I said. Throwing is quick strike. That run, you chip that clock, and they can't. You got the defense gas by the time you get down. Oh man, come on. Keep running at it.
All right, so the Seahawks win, obviously, 29-13. Cooper Kupp is now a two-time champion at 32 years old. And Seahawks are a young team. I mean, they 32 is the oldest player on the team. So shout out to them getting the job done.
That's what kills me about today's winning. It's like there was a time where they tried to keep the Super Bowl teams together, but they're so quick with trading people and moving on. But I guess it happens, I guess. Yeah.
It's a come and go. But Sam Darnold's going to be on this team. I mean, they got a chance to get back. And the team's, like I said, team's young. Yeah. I mean, most of these guys are on their first contract. Sam Darnold signed for another, 3 years?
You know, this 75th contract.
Right.
Yeah. Cheers, man.
But yeah, man, they should be back.
Yeah.
They should be back. All right, so coming up next week, relationship goals, which is what it's on Amazon. Yeah.
It's on Prime. It's a great movie, y'all.
We know.
Oh, yeah, I'll start tonight. Don't worry.
Method Man. Man, this is one of my favorite people. Dude went from Wu-Tang to acting to he's a pretty good actor, and I think he's doing photography. I seen him at the Super Bowl taking photos.
Oh wow! Yeah,
so, I mean, like the dude is multi-talented. So relationship goals next week. Again, it's on Amazon.
Yeah.
So, final thoughts, Wilkes?
I mean, I didn't have any problems with the halftime show. Enjoyed that. But the game was a little slow. But, I mean, come on. How many times have we seen a game like this during the regular season? But
this was like Thursday Night Football.
Yeah. This was like Thursday Night Football. I really didn't have any gripes. It was my birthday, and, you know, I was just kind of enjoying the family. And my mom was over, and I was cooking, and we were just kind of laughing and talking and having a good time. And, you know, Super Sunday, and I was hoping Bad Bunny would piss everybody off, and he did just that. So I appreciate it. Other than that, no, I enjoyed this. I thought it was a good, like I said, it made it even special. It was my birthday. I have to say this is probably the first Super Bowl I ever remember on my birthday, because I don't think I ever really paid attention to having a birthday with doing the Super Bowl. This is kind of a first at 45. This is kind of a first for me, but no, I enjoyed it. Had a good time. Like I said, I was doing the cooking, hanging out with my family, and my daughter was, of course, cracking me up because she was acting goofy as usual. But other than that, it was good. I liked it. I really love the halftime show because, like I said, being to a few nightclubs that, you know, play that types of music and that type of just vibe and fiesta and party, I enjoyed it. I had a good time.
Yeah. David Wilkes on Facebook. You can check out some of those photos of what he cooked.
Made me hungry.
Man, the Super Bowl is the Super Bowl. It's always exciting. Even if the game's not that exciting, it's just, you know, it's the last game of the season. So
and I just want to say this real quick, and I didn't mention this in the chat, but I like some of the nostalgia commercials they slid in there with Jurassic Park.
Yeah, we did not talk about that.
That's all right. But
Levi's with their Get Up James Brown commercial.
Yep.
That was cool. The Instacart commercial with
the one with Bon Jovi in there with Ben Stiller and
Benson Boone, who's a newer artist. Liquid IV commercial with the toilet seats that were like talking.
And the pubic hair, the talking pubic hair.
Right.
I was like, come on.
And then they did this weird, I'm assuming it was CGI, the one with like Jennifer Aniston, and not Matt Damon, but Ben Affleck, Ted Danson. They made them all look younger.
Oh yeah. It was
was in it. I mean,
that was all CGI. Yeah, it was kind of like a 90s vibe, 80s, 90s vibe.
Yeah, so I mean, commercials all right. They weren't. Normally, there's that one commercial that everybody's like, "Yeah, that was the one," or "It was great." It was.
Yeah.
Hopefully, if you paying that much money and none of them are memorable, you know, that's their bank account.
Yeah, man, that's on you, man.
Just send me that money.
Right. Exactly.
Right.
Yeah. Send it to the BSC Network Cash App.
Exactly.
Yeah. You can Zelle.
Zelle. Yeah, Zelle, Cash App, PayPal.
I said, if I don't have my money tonight.
Right. He said, I'm pretty much satisfied New England lost. Yeah, I think they got the chance to be back. Vrabel's a good coach. I like Vrabel. Give us a preview for relationship goals for next week.
You know what? A relationship goal is a typical romantic comedy with a different spiritual and cultural spin. It is sitting in the midst. We've seen this with other culture with white people 1,005 times. When Harry Met Sally, in this movie and that movie. But what they did was take all the elements of all cultures. You had Latino people, you had Black people, you had relationship situation, and it was a spirituality aspect. I will give you this. I would say this is like Boomerang with a spiritual twist. Not as funny, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying this is that level.
Yeah. But the concept is
is the same. It was pretty cool. As you mentioned, Method Man showed out. Kelly Rowland did not go to the same acting class as Beyonce, and she got A in her class. And we know Beyonce they did in the Cowboy movie. So Kelly Rowland and
Kelly Rowland making a name for herself. So,
Yeah.
and it's based off a book by Mike Todd, Pastor Mike Todd, and I think Devin Franklin directed it.
Yeah, it's tastefully done. It is culturally relevant. It is a cool movie. You know, I ain't telling nobody, hey man, let's go get an Oscar. It ain't like the my movie, the McDowell's, but
Yeah,
it's up there.
Yeah.
Now Wilson know about the McDowell's.
He told me last week.
Oh,
last week.
Yeah, he told us.
Yeah. Hey, we ready, man? Hey, pitch it to Eddie. We can all go over to his house together.
Go over that dope crib. We get some Muppets.
Eddie may do it.
Hey, I got a suggestion for us after this.
He probably would.
I'm telling you, Eddie, man, call me, man. I know you watch. Eddie, call me. I'm your number one.
Oh,
fan.
didn't he just get an award from somebody? They just gave an award to him. It's achievement. He just got an achievement award.
If you could give me this, look, I'll sell it to you for the light price.
For the low price.
For the low.
$60,000.
For you, my brother. For you, my brother.
All right, so relationship goals next week. Make sure to tune in. You can go ahead and watch it this week. Watch it tonight, maybe, or you maybe already watched it. Super Bowl 60 is over. We got 364 days until the next Super Bowl, and we got until August till football comes back. So thank you everybody for tuning in. Appreciate the likes and the viewership after on the podcast. Blue Streak Theodore, thank you for the thumbs up. We appreciate that. C.O. Watkins, thank you for jumping in the chat today. Biggie Chief, I didn't shout you out. Appreciate you coming through as well. Shout out to DeMarcus Lawrence, who definitely got him a ring. Might want to retire after this. You paid your debt to Dallas, so
right.
We can shout you out. Shout out to Doc. He's doing well. I've talked to him recently, so we'll see if we can get him back on. But thank you everybody for tuning in. We'll see you next week. Peace.